Good morning, students. Welcome back to my 17th lecture of Module 5, topic Water Treatment Part 6. We'll now discuss in this lecture, in continuation of our earlier lecture, that is the 16th lecture. Today, I will continue the topic that is the rapid sign gravity filter that was discussing and the operation troubles, the very important these questions very frequently often comes in semester, that what are the operation troubles in the rapid sun filter, rapid sun gravity filter, very important topic. Now, first I will discuss the rapid sun filter. The problem is air binding. Let me discuss what is air binding. Okay, when filter is newly commissioned, so the loss of head of water percolating to the filter is generally very small because the filter is new, so no clogging is there, so no impedance in the flowing of water. So apparently first it is seen the loss of head to the filter is very small, but due to progress of time the loss of it goes on increasing because of the impurities trapped in the filter. Actually, this is the natural phenomenon of the filter. As the process is going on, the filter media attracts the impurities, and the impurities are trapped into the pores of the media, and the loss of it is generally going to increase. This is the natural phenomena in filter. Now, a stage is finally reached when the frictional resistance offered by the filtered media exceeds the static load of the water above the sand bed. What does it mean? It means as the resistance offered by top 10 to 15 centimeter of sand layer, the bottom sand acts like a vacuum because water cannot percolate to the bottom, as because the top layer are resisting the flow of water due to the tremendous head loss, uh, due to the uh, due to the clogging materials trapped in the filter media. And this negative, as the bottom portion of the sand acts like a vacuum, the water is sucked to the filter media rather than getting filtered through it. So a vacuum negative pressure is developed into the media, which tends to release the dissolved air and other gases present in water. The formation of bubbles takes place which stick to the sand grains. Now, this formation of bubbles due to negative pressure formed in the pores of the filters, that is called the air binding. And this air binding, this binds the filter and stops the function of the filtering. So this is a genuine problem, a operation troubles into the rapid cell filter due to air binding, which is formed again and again, and I am telling, due to negative pressure, that is the suction developed under the filter media, as because the top 10 to 15 layer of the sand exert the resistance to against the head of the water above the sand for flowing down. So what is the remedial measures? How to solve this? What is the remedial measure to take care of this air binding phenomena, which is a troublesome phenomenon in the rapid sand filter? The filters are cleaned as soon as the head loss exceeds the optimum allowable value. It should be cleaned by backwash so that the air bubbles are removed, and restoring the previous system so it will function as before. So this is the thing. It has to be cleaned as soon as possible to minimize the head loss. So this is one operation troubles I am highlighting. Second operation trouble I will highlight, that is the mud ball formation. And the third operation trouble again I will highlight, that is the filter cracking. So let me discuss what is the mud ball formation. Mud from the atmosphere usually accumulates on the sand surface to form a dense mat. During inadequate washing, this mat may sink down to the sand bed and stick to the sand grains and other arrested impurities, therefore forming the mud balls. So it goes on increasing. The formation of the mud balls in spherical shapes has been taken place due to the inadequate washing of the filter, because already there is a mass which forms a dense form mud due to the inadequate wash and sinks down into the sand bed and stick to the sand surface, sand grains forming the ball. This is one problem. So how to make a remedy of this trouble? Now, baking the top of the fine mud layer with rakes and washing of the particles. Again, the back washing is the remedy for removing these mud balls, and also this mud layer can be broken with the help of rakes. Washing the filter with a solution of caustic soda, that is also another methods of remedy measures of for taking get rid of this trouble. Fine. Last, I will discuss the cracking of filters. How the cracking of filters occurred because the fine sand content in the top of the filter media, and that sinks and cause the development of sinkage crack. Now, this sinkage crack of the filter media, that is the sand bed, how it is occurred? It is occurred due to again the loss of head, due to water pressure, due to loss of head, and therefore pressure on the sand bed goes on increasing, which further goes on widening these cracks. So we have to remove this head loss by removing, cleaning and replacing the damaged filter sand. Then only we can remove the head loss. So the head loss means the water pressure will not exert further and the cracks problem can be solved. So these are the operation troubles I have discussed in the rapid sand filter, and how to get the remedy. What are the remedies to get rid of these troubles? That also I have discussed. Mostly the importance of backwash in the rapid sand filter I have described to get rid of these troubles which are formed by the air binding, mud bubbles, mud balls, and the cracks in the filters due to huge head on the filter. Okay. Now I will discuss the comparison between the slow sand filter and the rapid sand filter side by side. Then you will get a very clear picture, because these two filters are very important for your syllabus is concerned. Let me discuss the questions often comes. What are the difference between the slow sand filter and the rapid sand filter? Very important topic that I am going to discuss now. Now we have more or less discussed about the both slow sand filter and rapid sand filter. Now let us come to the difference, highlight the difference between these two, then it will be, conception will be much more very clear. First of all, the pre-treatment is necessary, fine, but in case of slow sand filter, only the primary sedimentation is sufficient. Again I repeat, in case of slow sand filter, the pre-treatment only the plain sedimentation tank, that means not required except plain sedimentation tank. But in case of rapid sand filter, it is very important that coagulation, flocculation as well as sedimentation are the pre-treatment are required. Again I repeat, in case of rapid sand filter, the pre-treatment, coagulation, flocculation and sedimentation is required. But in case of slow sand filter, only plain sedimentation is required. Coagulation, flocculation is not mandatory, is not required in case of slow sand filter. So this is the pre-treatment which is required for slow sand and rapid sand. That creates one difference between these two filters. Next, the base material which supports the sand layer of the top media. Let me discuss the difference between the two filters. Base material means the gravel base. In case of slow sand filter, it is 30 to 75 centimeter depth with 3 to 65 millimeter side graded gravel. But in case of rapid sand filter, that gravel base thickness is 45 to 50 centimeter with gravel size varies from 3 to 50 millimeter in 4 or 5 layers. There I have seen the one layer, but here I have seen in 4 to 5 layers. 4 to 5 layers it is in rapid sand filter, the gravel based materials are formed. Now filter media, actual filter media regarding the sand, I just want to give you the specification, the sand in case of slow sand filter and what is the difference with the rapid sand filter. In case of slow sand filter, the effective size of the sand, that is 0.25 to 0.35 millimeter. In case of rapid sand filter, 0.45 to 0.7 millimeter is the effective size. Why? Because the slow sand filter, the rate of filtration is slow. So definitely here the size of the grain particles of the sand definitely will be smaller than the rapid where it is the coarser. So in case of rapid sand filter, it is in case of slow sand filter, it is 0.25 to 0.35. But in case of rapid sand filter, the size are much coarser because here the rapid filtration rate is there. So it is 0.45 to 0.7 millimeter. Uniformity coefficient, what do you mean by uniformity coefficient? D60 by D10 that we have studied in soil mechanics. And it is 3 to 5 in case of the slow sand filter. But in case of rapid sand filter, this uniformity coefficient is less, 1.2 to 1.7. It is graded. It is uniformity is less over here. So it is the uniformity coefficient is less, 1.2 and 1.7. Thickness of sand bed 80 to 100 centimeter in case of slow sand filter, but in case of rapid sand filter it is 60 to 75 centimeter. Now below the base, that is the under drainage consideration. If we see the slow sand filter, it is open joint pipes or drains covered with perforated blocks. But in case of rapid sand filter, it is the perforated pipes laterals discharging into main header. Now size of each unit in case of slow sand filter is 50 to 200 square meter. In case of rapid sand filter, it is 10 to 100 square meter. That means size of the filter is less. Rate of filtration in case of slow sand filter, it is 100 to 200 liter per hour per square meter. But in case of rapid sand filter, much more, 45 times. 4800 to 7800 liter per hour per square meter. Cost, if you see the installation cost in case of slow sand filter is high because it requires a much more land area. Installation cost is in case of rapid sand filter just opposite, it is low. But if you see the operational maintenance cost, then it is low in the slow sand filter but high in the rapid sand filter. Next, the efficiency. The turbidity of feed water. Slow sand filter is turbidity less than 30 NTU, that will work efficiently. That means the slow sand filter is performing well for the low turbidity less than 30 NTU. But in case of rapid sand filter, any level of turbidity of water it can work. Now removal of bacteria, slow sand filter is 98 to 99% because the slow sand filter is very much effective for removal of bacteria. But in case of rapid sand filter, it is 80 to 90%. This mostly removes the suspended matters, that is the turbidity in case of rapid sand filter. Suitability for water supply to rural areas of small town. That is, when the supply of water, the flow is small, then it is slow sand filter will be applicable. But for public water supply to towns and cities, whether the flow is more, then the rapid sand filter will be the more appropriate method of filtration. Post treatment, that means after the filtration, if it is treated by slow sand filter, then slight disinfection may be done. But if it is treated by the rapid sand filter, then complete disinfection is must, because the bacteria, that is the removal of the bacteria, is not so efficiently removed like slow sand filter, which we have seen in the above disadvantage. So the complete disinfection is must in case of the rapid sand filter. Fine. Ease of construction, rapid sand filter is very simple, but the slow sand filter, the construction process is very simple, and against this, the rapid sand filter construction is complicated. Skill supervision not essential in case of slow sand filter, but in case of rapid sand filter, the skill supervision is essential, because there are very much trouble we are facing in the rapid sand filter while operation, and the remedial measures also we have discussed. Loss of weight initial is 10 centimeter in case of slow sand filter, but rapid sand filter the same initial weight is 30 centimeter in case of loss of weight. But finally, it is 80 centimeter to 120 centimeter in case of slow sand filter. But if you see the rapid sand filter, that goes to 250 to 350 centimeter. Method of cleaning. In case of slow sand filter, we have seen the scraping and removing smooth deck, that is the top layer. The smooth deck we have removed by scraping 1.5 to 3 centimeter thick sand layer, and this is laborious. But in case of rapid sand filter, backwashing with or without compressed air agitation, and it is simple and easy. It is not laborious. Quantity of wash water required is 0.2 to 0.5% of the total area in case of slow sand filter. But since it is a major maintenance mechanism in case of rapid sand filter, so it requires much more than the slow sand filter. It is 1 to 5% of the total water filter. Cleaning interval 3 to 4 months in case of slow sand filter, but in case of rapid sand filter, it is 1 to 2 days, that is 24 to 48 hours. So this is, at a glance, we have seen what is the difference between the slow sand filter and rapid sand filter. Fine. Now we can discuss some numerical problems to give you some clear conception of the filtering process. So we can discuss the numerical problems on the filter. So far we have discussed in the lecture of 16th and present 17th lecture. Now let me discuss first the slow sand filter one problem. What is given? The design a slow sand filter to treat a flow of 900 meter cube per day, assuming filtration rate of 0.15 meter per hour. How to proceed? That means you have to filtration tank size you have to find out. You have to design the sand filter, means you have to determine the size of the tanks, number of the tanks of the filter. That much you have to determine. So it is given that Q is 900 meter cube per day. So we can, by converting, you can say it is 37.5 meter cube per hour, because we have divided by 24, divided by 360, we have divided by 24, so we have got 37.5 meter cube per hour. Now what is filtration rate? 0.15 meter per hour. So Q is given this meter cube per hour and filter rate is given this meter per hour. So if we divide the total flow, that means Q divided by filtration, then we will get the area of the filtration tank which is required, and it is simply dividing by 3. It is simply dividing 37.5 by 0.15, which will give us the required tank area, that is 250 square meter, because 37.5 divided by 0.15 is 250 square meter. Now as per the MOUD and CPHEO. What is MOUD? The Ministry of Urban Development and CPHO, Central Public Health Environment Engineering Organization, that guidelines recommend us that 4 beds, that means 4 filter beds for area between 250 to 649 meters square. In the guideline, it is said that 4 beds you require filter bed for 250 to 649 meters square of the bed. Now, in our calculation, 250 meters square has come. So, we have to choose minimum the 4 beds. I am telling you, minimum the 4 beds. So, if we consider the 4 beds, so each bed area will 250 by 4 is 62.5 square meter. So we know what is the filter bed area, that is the tank area is for 62.5 square meter. Now 4 number tanks of 62.5 area will be required. But what will be the length and breadth? That formula which I have discussed in my last 16 lecture class, I just want to recapitulate that formula. That is the economic length formula is square root 2a into n plus 1. That means square root 2a means 250 into n means number of bed. There is a number of filter bed 4 plus 1 is 10. So 62.5 meter square area, 10 is the length. By formula we have got. So what will be the breadth? 62.5 by 10, that is 6.25 meter. So assume the depth of the filter sand is 1 meter. This assumption you have to take for designing the filter bed. Assume the gravel depth is 0.3 meter and freeboard is 0.2 meter. And assume system under drain depth 0.2 meter. Also assume depth of the supernatant water, that is which will stay above the sand level, sand filter bed level at the top is 1 meter. So what will be the tank height? Tank height is supernatant water 1 meter plus 0.3 meter is the gravel depth. Then the freeboard is 0.2 meter. Then the 1 meter is the filter bed sand. So it is 2.7 meter. So the finally tank dimension is 4 tanks at the rate of 10 meter long by 6.2 meter into 2.7 meter depth. So this is the design of very basic, just how to find out the slow sand filter size. That the basic system design I just discussed about this slow sand filter. Now let me discuss one, that the sizing of rapid sand filter. How to determine the rapid sand filter? First of all, I am just discussing the problem which is given in city, where the top you have to install the rapid sand filter. The loading rate is given as 160 meter cube per meter square per day. For a water works, that means the water treatment plant, flow is given 0.4 meter cube per second. So determine the number and size of the filters, considering maximum surface per filter is limited to 50 meters square. What would be the normal filtration rate? Very good problem. Now you see the loading rate in the rapid sand filter is given in meter cube per meter square per day, but the filter flow is given in meter cube per second. So what you have to do? First of all, the two unit you have to make equate. Otherwise, you can't divide one by other if the two different unit is there. So first, the loading rate, that is the point. What I mean to say, 0.4 meter cube per second, there you have to convert in the day. How you have to convert? Multiplying with 3600 into 24. Because 3600 second means hour, 1 hour, and 24 hour means 1 day. So first you have to 4.4 meter cube per second, you have to convert to the unit 34560 meter cube per day. Now see, the loading rate is given as 160 meter cube per meter square per day, and the flow I have converted to 34560 meter cube per day. Now divide 34560 by 160 and you will get the required tank area, filter tank area, that is 216 square meter, that you will get. Now the number of beds required, because each bed size is given 50 meters square. So what is the number of beds? Simply divide 216, that is the total bed area, divided by one bed requires the area 50 meters square. So you simply divide by 216 by 50 and you will get 4.32. But 4.32, the fraction figure, you have to make it a whole number because the fraction figure is not physically possible in case of number of filter. So you can conclude that minimum 5 beds will be provided. Now you just do the simplify the thing different way. Now you know what is the total area, 216 square meter, and you have calculated that 5 numbers bed are required. So that means what is the required area of each filter? That will get 216 divided by 5, that is 43.2 square meter. So it is within 50 meters square limited value, so it is all right. So now you apply, in case of the rapid sun filter, L is to W is 1.5. That means length is 1.5 times width. So by applying with this assumption, the length is to width assumption 1.5 is to 1. You can calculate 5 beds of 8 meter by 5.4 meter is required, or you can alternatively suggest 6 beds of 7.5 meter by 5 meter. Two alternative suggestions are there in case of design, because design is always flexible. So you can have an option 2 or more. Now normal filtration rates is Q by A. So if 5 beds of size 8 by 5.4 meter we are providing, then the filtration rate is 160 meter cube per meter square per hour per day, which is given in the question. But in case of 6 bed size, if you are alternatively proposing the 7.5 meter by 5 meter, you see the length is to width is 1.5 is to 1. Then the Q by A, that means the loading rate will come 153.6 meter cube per meter square per day. So these alternative answers are there. What should be the normal filtration rate depending on the filtration units and the area size of the filter which you have chosen. Third problem I am going to show you, that is the backwash, on the problem on backwash. Okay. On the problem on backwash that I am going to describe. What is given, because we have seen the rapid sun filter, the backwash is very mandatory because of facing some the trouble facing which you are observed in case of the rapid sun filter. So backwash is very mandatory in case of rapid sun filter. Now it is given a filter unit as surface area, it is given 5 by 10 square meter. After filtering 12,000 meter cube for 15 hours, that means the quantity of water which is to be filtered, that is given, that is 12,000 meter cube. And how long the filtration will be done, that is also given for 50 hours. Now the filter is backwashed for 15 minutes at a rate of 0.7 meter per minute. So how long the backwashing will be done, that duration also given, and what rate of backwashing will be done, that is also given, 0.7 meter per minute. Very interesting problem. You have to find out the 4 answers. That is A, the average filtration rate, that is 1. The quantity of wash water, that is number 2. The percentage of the wash water to be treated water, percentage of wash water to treated water, that is number 3. And the flow rate to each of the 4 troughs. Fine. Now, first of all, the total quantity of water which is to be filtered, that is 1200 meter cube. And what is the area of the filter? That is given 50 square meter, means each unit has surface area 5 into 10, that is 50. Now the average filtration rate. What is the average filtration rate? Quantity of water per square meter of the filter media per time. So quantity of water means 1200 meter cube, per square meter means divided by 50 square meter area, per time means divided by 50 hour. So what value will get? Will get 12,000 divided by 50 means 4.8 meter cube per hour per meter square, or 4.8 meter per hour. This is the loading rate. This is the filtration rate that has been obtained. This is one answer. I have just calculated for the question the average filtration rate. Now second, the quantity of water, that is part B. Now the backwash water quantity, how will you find out? The rate at which the backwashing will be done, that is given in the question, that is 0.7 meter per minute. And how many minutes the backwash was done? 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, the backwash will be done 0.7 meter per minute into 15 into total area, that is 5 into 10 square meter. So what will be the backwash water quantity in meter cube? Now 0.7 meter per minute into 15 minutes into total area 50 meter square, that is 525 meter cube is the backwash water quantity which is required for washing purpose. That is the second answer I have found out. Third answer which is asked for, that is the percent of wash water to treated water. Now the wash water which will be backwashing, which is required for backwashing, that is 525 cubic meter. And what is the treated water? What has to be treated in the filter? That is 12,000 meter cube. So what percentage amount of the treated water is used as wash water? Simply 525 by 12,000 into 100, that is 4.375%. So we have seen up to 5%, the backwash 5% of the treated water we can use as a backwash water for backwashing purpose. So this is the exact answer which has come, which is asked for in the question, that percent of wash water to treated water, and it is within this limit, that 5% which we have discussed for that rapid sand filter. Fine. Last part of the question, that is the flow rate to each of the troughs. We have very beginning I have shown you the schematic diagram, that there are the troughs. During the backwash, the troughs at the top portion of the filter head that we have seen, and flow rate, that means the backwash water flows to the troughs, and this backwash water quantity is 525 cubic meter. And if there are 4 troughs as is given in the question, so flow to each trough will be 525 divided by 4 and divided by 15, that means backwash is happened during 15 minutes. So what will be the wash water flow to each trough? It is 525, that is the total wash water, divided by 4 means per each trough, and divided by the time that will give the discharge. That means the 8.75 meter cube per minute. That means if we convert in the second, we can say the discharge in the trough, and that discharge is the wash water discharge. It is 0.146 meter cube per second. So three different problems we have discussed. One is the slow sand filter, another is the rapid sand filter, and the backwash water problems related with the backwash of the rapid sand filter. which has been discussed in details. And so the filter process, I have already mentioned uh, what is the uh, slow sand filter, what is the rapid sand filter difference, then the bottlenecks, the remedies, problem remedies which is found in the rapid sand filter, that everything I have discussed in the filtration process as per your syllabus is concerned. So definitely will upload these lectures in the Google Classroom. So you will go through this, and definitely we'll discuss interaction classroom in the live class. So I will close this a day. This 17 lecture I will close. I call it a day. So thank you all. Have a nice day.